Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what ought to be a great matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. Brandon Gaudin with Charles Davis, back for our fourth season already calling games together. Hard to believe that. And as we begin 2019, the 100th season of the NFL, it's the 199th matchup between the Packers and the Bears.
Makes our 4 seasons together seem rather small, doesn't it, when you put those numbers next to it? But how about this opener? Last year, it was the season opener in Green Bay, and that was an absolute classic. Aaron Rodgers coming back and throwing the big touchdown passes for the Packers to win. But now they're under new management. Matt LaFleur is their head coach. Rodgers still the quarterback. The Bears, the defending NFC North champs.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. First and 10, Bridgewater. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety, Harrison Smith. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Again has it complete. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. They've got a first and 10 at the 15. From the gun, it's Trubisky. It's Hill, complete. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
He's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
So part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that. But you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down and goal. Trubisky. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. Bridgewater on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And he completes it to Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march up another 15 against your squad.
Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. And here are the Chicago defensive starters.
Harrison Smith is a player I love to watch. Whether he's ranging deep as a free safety or near the line of scrimmage where he makes more plays, keep your eyes on him.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to take this down close to a 1st down at about the Bears' 29.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Philip Lindsay, 50 yards. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now, because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Golden Tate, 62 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 2nd and 10. It's Trubisky again. He'll get this to Phillip Lindsay, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Hey, let's go.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
And this is caught by Curse. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A good pickup there at 22. First down, Bridgewater. He completes it to Tate. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6.
54.
To throw, Bridgewater. This is caught, Gronkowski. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers have taken the lead.
A good tight end is a heck of a weapon for any quarterback, especially when you're able to create some mismatches. Sometimes they work against a linebacker, sometimes they work against a smaller defensive back. But when they find it, they go to it, and it often results in touchdowns.
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
Here we go.
The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. But Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as a quarterback. But like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. 1 touchdown pass. Okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that.
55. Hey, exit. Let's go.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And he slings one that's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. But now it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The 20. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Phillip Lindsay, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Throwing is Bridgewater. He's got Curse. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, it's the season debut of the coach, Jonathan Coachman, in Orlando, as we look ahead to all the action coming up this opening weekend. And of course, we'll also take a look back at this first half. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Here's Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater back to Landry. It's complete again. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. This quarterback now, pretty amazing. 14 of 16 throwing the ball. It's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. Touchdown, Packers. Jarvis Landry, 35 yards. And the Packers have retaken the lead. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Trubisky now, 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Trubisky will throw. Ebron caught left side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
I got you.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Able to find Floyd. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Phillip Lindsey in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion, and sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them, but he identified an open target and put it right on him.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Trubisky. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Now Trubisky to throw. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. The throw over the middle, taken in. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Bears push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. A beautiful fake. And he'll get this back to just the 20 with a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Bridgewater. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. To throw is Bridgewater. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
Come on, man. Let's go.
Offense coming back out onto the drive. A long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Trubisky now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run as the Bears push further out in front. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
This is Hunt on the draw play. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Watch the backfield. Watch 85.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bridgewater. That one is caught by Hunt. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing. Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Adams. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
Here's Mostert. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This is Mostert. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for Chicago, they begin the new campaign with a victory here in front of the home crowd in the Thursday opener. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for